owner of the Soul Food Carryout, and I am the founder of the She Rose Storytelling Series.
Here in Dayton, Ohio.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I have a question for you that
Okay.
I told you about that when we were in a meeting. So it was brought to my attention from a girlfriend, a childhood friend of mine, that she was picked on a lot being dark complected. And she said a lot of her bullying came from her own kind, like her own people. Like she's never been called that by any other race but her own.
Yeah.
So even me in my ignorance, remember I was saying that my cousin stuff will be like, "It's about blackie," but I wasn't meaning it to be demeaning. It was just something that we said, and you said to me.
I just said, like, even usually, like, if somebody was saying, call somebody, fat or fatty or shut up fatty, that's not an uplifting thing that they're doing. It's demeaning. So, but children do things, it's not harmless. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
And as a young person, I remember being called blackie, and I felt like it was something wrong with being dark. It didn't make me feel good. I knew that what they were doing wasn't empowering. It wasn't uplifting. It didn't make me feel good. When the tone, the inflection, all that stuff, that tell you if you're celebrating somebody or not.
That's absolutely right.
Because usually if somebody being like, "Hey, beautiful," it ain't ugly that you're saying it. It's light and airy, and it make you feel good. So usually you know the energy behind the words that somebody are using. So yes, I was called blackie. I remember I remember a gentleman, he said she black and ugly. So
Now that's just mind blowing to me.
well, but here's the thing. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's true.
So it's okay that you don't think I'm beautiful. It's okay, whatever you're thinking. But it's not okay when you make others feel a certain kind of way.
That's right.
So, yes, I was called blackie. Yes, black this, black that.
Your skin is beautiful, by the way.
I remember a gentleman, I was like my 7th and 8th grade year in high school, still riding the school bus, and every day I remember a certain group of kids would get off the bus, and then his whole attention would fall on me. And he would just, you this, you that, but mainly it was just black and ugly, and why you get to get off the bus right here, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, I remember, I think I was 22 or 23 at Spunky's. This same little fella tried to holler at me and gave me all these compliments. I was so confused, because this is the same guy who spent 2 years taunting me and really making my whole life miserable. I would ride the RTA bus home sometimes because I was like, I don't want to do this. But yeah, that same guy, he tried to holler.
But do you think, you know how they say when boys bully you and stuff, that they really like you, or you think that's what it was?
Could have been.
Okay.
Could have been. And yeah, it could have been. But that wasn't the only negative comment that I've heard, like, as a child.
Okay.
And I have my beautiful daughter she's darker than I am.
Okay.
And I remember her being a very young kid, and one of my great nephews, he told her, I think it was, "You black as my shoe." I corrected that behavior immediately.
Okay.
Because in my household, I was always loved and appreciated, and I was always told wonderful things about myself.
Yes.
So I never understood when I went outside of the house being treated that way. But I corrected that with my nephew quickly, because of all places, my daughter was not going to have in her house, in the space where she was loved the most, to be teased, taunted about her color.
Right.
Because I celebrate her color. Her skin is beautiful.
Yes, it is. As well as yours.
And she's a beautiful girl. She's got a beautiful smile. And to think that she goes anywhere, even at this time, and she's teased about her color, it just makes my stomach hurt just a little. Maybe a lot. Yeah. Because we shouldn't do that. But that's how
So how did you overcome that? I know you at home you were celebrated, but how did you overcome those emotions that you felt?
So my cousin Sharita, she may or may not remember this, but when we were growing up, she always celebrated me. She always told me that I was great. She always told me, she always just encouraged me, always. She did it. And then growing up, I had other friends who we would always sit around each other, say positive things. We'd always encourage each other. So having friend groups that love on you a little bit, but the biggest part is just really getting to know yourself. So as I got to know myself,
What did you do to get to know yourself? Like, was there anything you
it
did, or?
It really was just a matter of growing up.
Okay.
Because when I started growing up, I understood that I didn't have to be a light-skinned girl to be considered beautiful or to be able to attract someone. There was nothing that I needed to do to myself in order to be loved or to do anything. I was enough. When I recognized that I was enough, there was nothing else that anyone could do or say. So at this point, I am validated. Just I am validated myself. So I don't need the comments from anyone, bad or good.
Okay.
I don't need any comments, bad or good. So if you're saying something bad, it's not going to hurt me. If you're saying something great, it's not going to hurt me or build me, because I know how I feel about myself. So,
but being told good things I'm always appreciative
no. I'm not saying that I don't appreciate it. I'm saying that I got to a point where any comments did not matter. I only had to believe in myself.
In yourself. I hear you.
Yes. So no, any comments did not matter. I only had to believe in myself.
In yourself. I hear you.
Yes. So no matter. I only had to believe in myself.
In yourself. I hear you.
Yes. So no. Right? But I'm saying to you, you get to a point, whether you're getting lifted up or knocked down, that you really only should be validated by what you are thinking about yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what advice would you have? Because you are a school teacher.
Yes.
Do you see this still?
So one of the things in my classroom, I can't stand a bully. It makes my blood boil. So I don't, it's nothing that I'm going to sit and watch in my classroom happen. You ain't bullying nobody in my class.
Right.
So I don't, it's nothing that I'm going to sit and watch in my classroom happen. You ain't bullying nobody in my class.
Right.
I'm not going to, and then for the person that may be happening to, just to give them some affirmations about themselves. Because a lot of times when someone is being bullied, it is that little boy who likes you, who doesn't know how to express himself, because it don't get no better when they get older. But for the little boy that doesn't know how to express himself, he's still going through, the teasing and the negative,
Right.
Yeah.
Well, again, like I told you before, I think your daughter's beautiful. I think she looks just like you. I think you're beautiful inside and out.
I appreciate
You are
that.
very amazing. Can you tell me a little bit about your She-Ro before you go?
So our She-Ro storytelling series was created in 2017.
Okay.
We created it really, truly as an initiative to bring people into the coffee house to get an hour of power once a month.
Okay.
And 8 years later, the She-Ro storytelling series has shifted from an event that used to be held in a coffee house 6 times a year. We went to the Montgomery County Library, and now we are a one-day mega event which occurs at the Human Race Theater. And we do the mega event, 6 women, 1 stage, 1 day. It is the most powerful event that you can experience, because you have 6 women who are giving you their stories, their experiences, very transparently. It's like they're bearing their everything right there on the stage for you to witness. And this year we're going to do it on November 15th, again at the Human Race Theater. But She-Ro has also grown.
Yes.
We're now doing a collegiate cohort. We're going to do our second collegiate cohort at Central State University this year.
Awesome.
And we're looking to do SHEWO cohorts in other cities and other universities.
It's fantastic. I'm so proud of you. You are so bomb to me. I want to also thank you because I went to Juanita this morning and she has been telling me you need to come and sit with me so I can help you step your game up with your business. And so with me, I used to procrastinate a lot, but I've been speaking life into my life like no more. Would that be it? So she said, I'm waiting on you. And I showed up. And I'm telling you, I filled out an application. She was able to check my credit score, honey, and it was 776. I'm like, wait a minute, what? And she said, girl, you doing it. So it's just been an amazing morning. But while I was sitting there and I was just looking at you working, and you weren't being paying attention. You were on your phone and looking up things for me. And I said, Juanita is so pretty. And then that's when it said, I wanted to know were you ever bullied. And it reminded me of my girlfriend who is drop dead gorgeous as well. But she just has shared with me like, oh, yeah, I used to get bullied. I said, well, where was I? Because I stood 10 toes down for my friends. I just didn't know.
People be so sly in how they doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Because, really, bullies are cowards.
Absolutely.
So there's a couple things I think of, even on myself when we were riding that bus.
Mm-hmm.
Boyfriend didn't do that until we dropped this group of kids off. The bus was half full, and then he got on his thing, right? He never did it while we were in school.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand why he was so why he did it when he did it, but he did it to a small crowd, not a big one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like bullies are crowd. They're cowards.
Right.
They
are.
Yeah, and I wasn't a kid that was really bothered in school because I always kept to myself. Like, I was really, really quiet. I was really, really reserved. I wasn't busting no grapes, no balloons, no popping, no nothing. So, yeah.
Well, honey, it's funny how that went then, but now we see them same very people today, like you said, in your face, trying to holler.
Oh, yeah, and then I gave him an earful. I didn't give him an earful then, but I was like, here's my number, call me later, because it was my birthday, and I was kicking it, and I didn't need to get into that character. And he called me, and I got a chance to tell him how. I was like, for you to say that, and he is not a good-looking guy.
Now, what?
He's not a good-looking guy. He's not.
What?
He's not a good-looking guy. And I remember, like, seeing him as an adult and looking at him. It's like, dang, you got that off. And he's not a good-looking guy.
And was calling somebody else's name.
Black and ugly. And guess what? He just as black as me.
Well, see, that's what it was. It was self-hate himself.
Complexion.
Girl.
So, yeah, seriously.
That's all it was. He liked you, for one, sounds like. And two, he had a self-hate for himself because I'm sure he was bullied even worse. So.
And he may have been. But, it was kind of like, now today it's like, But because, we could go on and on with this.
Right.
But even as a kid, I wasn't taking up for myself or fighting for myself or any of those things. Because I'd never learned how to fight at home. Because I didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? I was the youngest. I was always covered and protected and shielded. So to have somebody come at me like that was kind of like, what's wrong with him? But, yeah. So I didn't even have words
to fight back with him. I hear you.
Because that wasn't my experience. I never had that happen. So it was really kind of like it knocks you off your core a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah. But,
I'm glad.
You get over it.
You do.
And unfortunately, I did have to learn how to fight. Yeah, because those same people, you probably don't want to have words with her today.
Right. That part.
It's like,